to be? What's a cup of tea? What's mushy pea? What's the biggie thing? What's all this then?
Well, hello everybody and welcome to What's All This Then? It's a podcast about the United Kingdom with new episodes every Monday and bonus episodes every Thursday. Today on the show, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't get around to writing an intro for today's episode. I've just been so sad recently because it's the holidays. And this year, I'm going to be all alone for Christmas.
Did somebody say all alone for Christmas?
Oh my god.
Hold on a sec. Who is this character?
Why, it's me, Woolly the Christmas Fairy.
Wow. Guys, it's a small fairy wearing a woolen Christmas jumper. What a unique and endearing holiday character you are.
That's right. And since you're all alone this year, I'm here to grant you one Christmas wish.
Oh, Woolly, can you grant my wish to spend Christmas with my family this year?
Nope. But I got you these headphones.
Wow, Woolly, it's a pair of Sony MDR NC500D noise-cancelling headphones. Thank you. But I gotta be honest, Woolly, these are a little retro. Where did you get them?
Well, from the shop I'm here to represent, of course. Woolworths.
Wait, Woolly, didn't you hear that Woolworths closed all of their UK locations in 2009?
Really? Oh, fuck. Well, I guess I'll die then.
No! Woolly! No!
Goodbye, Woolly. And Merry Christmas. And that was an example of a Christmas advert, which is our topic today. I'm Charlotte McDonald, and I'm joined as always by my wonderful co-host, it's Libby Watson.
Hiya, Charlotte. It's me. It's me, Woolly. I killed Libby and took her body.
No, Libby,
Yeah.
this is not within the brand guidelines of Woolly. No, Woolly's
care.
dead. No,
I
we're
don't
supposed
care.
to.
I'm going anti-woke, and I'm gonna start a podcast.
No, Willie, no. We should have killed you for real. Did I not bring a tear to your eye though with the lovely story of Woolly the Christmas fairy and the headphones and such?
I was just kind of crying thinking about how much I miss Woolworths. We got to do a Woolworths ep, Charlotte.
We do have to do a
Pick a
Woolworths
mix,
episode.
hey? Pick a mix.
Pick and mix. That was a big part of Woolworths. My fondest Woolworths memory was standing in the aisle where they sold the video games and doing a survey for my statistics class that I had to do.
Loser.
I know.
Loser.
It was really cool because my survey was all about video games and which consoles people played and such. So I had a great time.
Did you get good data?
Pardon?
Did you get good data?
I assume it was pretty good data. I also remember waiting really, really long to finish everything. And we didn't have enough paper in the house. So I sort of had to like print the stuff on both sides of one sheet, and it was really wet
Small.
with all of the
Yeah.
ink for the grass and such.
Right.
It was not ideal.
Justin, you very
Bless
politely
you.
raised your... It's okay. You're allowed to cough. Hey, we're all human. Sometimes we cough, even on a podcast, even if we're really professional podcasters.
I'm sorry, Captain. I can't help. That's pretty good data.
Yo!
Hey, there we go.
That's a really good data. Oh my god. Didn't even occur to me. I was like, what the hell is he doing, this psycho? Should we say hello
the big
to...
bucks.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say hello to our guest, shall we, Charlotte?
Let's introduce our guest. You probably know him from his various podcasts, including My Brother and Me, and The Adventure Zone, but I, of course, know him best as the official brand ambassador for Preparation H. Welcome back to the show, Justin Hoops McElroy. How you doing? Welcome back.
I'm so excited to be here to talk about a topic I love. And this was such a joy to do the last time. I'm very happy to be back. I got my snacks all set.
Oh.
Show what I brought.
I would love to see the snacks.
I don't have...
Wait.
Oh,
that's a
my
whole fucking pile.
God,
that was just
he's-
there in the background the whole time.
What
I
do
didn't
I
even
have?
notice.
So
He's fucking got the quality street.
I got Cheeselets.
Okay.
Kind of a take on Cheeselets. I got some Matchmaker's
Oh.
Cool Mint. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I got
Yes.
this. Now, I've been hitting this box pretty hard. This is V's Victoria collection.
Oh my
Splashed
god.
out for this. And of course, it's December, so my family's begun tearing through our quality streets.
Let's
Not
go.
a lot of orange crunches left, I'm being honest. A lot of
Aw.
toffee pennies, though. If you got any takers on those, you got any toffee penny fans at your house, come on over. We got them in spades.
Oh man,
Loads of toffee pennies.
just thinking about how many sad dads there were picking through the quality street at 12:15 a.m. or whatever on Christmas and just going, no, it's just toffee pennies, I suppose. I'll eat
Toffee
those.
pennies left.
Mhm.
Couple coconut creams if you're lucky.
I think we were always a celebrations household for whatever reason. I think because I recognized all of the chocolate bars. So the celebrations is just, I think it must be Nestle, right? It's just like tiny little chocolate bars.
Yeah,
in there.
yeah. It's like Mars Bar and Bounty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, that's not Nestle. Mars is Mars.
Mars.
Mars is
Nestle
Mars.
owns Quality Street now, but
Oh, bloody.
heartbreaker. I know.
Oh, bloody. Boo, bloody.
Oh, bloody. Oh. This reminds me, I've got to go to the candy bar because when we did our episode about British chocolate,
Yeah.
I went into the candy bar here in Toronto and I bought a bunch of UK chocolates, and the lady there was like, we will get special in for Christmas. We will have the quality street, etc. So
Nice.
I gotta get on that.
Yeah. I've been meaning to go back to the my source for British stuff here, which is actually an Irish shop. And I'm now looking at the tin of celebrations. Looks like what they've got these days is Snickers, Twix, Mars, Maltesers, Galaxy, Bounty, and Milky Way. Pretty good.
Okay. That is definitely Mars for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Mars. Mars is Mars. So my favorite one to get as a present or to have at school, because you remember bringing in, sometimes someone will bring in a box of celebrations or miniature heroes
Mm-hmm.
to school, and that was very exciting. Miniature heroes is the Cadbury's one. Cadbury's obviously being the best chocolate.
It is
That
the
was
best
a pretty
one.
exciting one. I definitely remember tins of Quality Street at our house at Christmas though, but we were always a Cadbury Roses family.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, speaking of British treats, we did sort of close the loop on this on our Instagram, Justin, with the video that you sent us. But just for the listeners of the podcast, right? Last time we had you on, we started the episode talking a lot about Percy Pigs.
Yeah.
And then you came through and said, I'm going to order Percy Pigs right now.
From Target, and they showed up like at the end of the recording. It was amazing.
Mhm.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Great chew.
You sent us a lovely video that we did post on our Instagram, so you could give your review. Have you gone back to the Percy Pig since?
I shared with the kids. Actually, my daughter Cooper has been enjoying a Percy Pig themed advent calendar from M&S that
Whoa.
we've been digging through. She loves it because every day is just a regular ass chocolate. Nothing fancy, nothing upscale, just a pig head made out of 45% cacao. Perfect.
Yeah, that's the number you're really going for
That's
if
what
you're a
going
true
for.
connoisseur.
Light cocoa,
Light cocoa.
high sugar. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't know that they made. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Was that a Target purchase as well, or did you have to get that in special?
That was in special. That was in my box of British Christmas treats that I had to order.
Of course.
Whoa. Okay, well, what else is in this box?
Well, I get a lot of oranges. The Terry's oranges. Those are good.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then what else? There's a lot
Working
of
my way through one of
there's
those
some
bad
Libby's
boys
got
right
one.
now.
what? Yeah.
Okay. So actually, what this was a Terry's chocolate orange that Lewis's sister sent him as part of his birthday box that she sends him every year, and I've eaten it. It's been mine, and I've eaten it.
They're perfect for sharing. That's what
Yeah.
I said. We have to
Sharing
get.
your
So
one.
I had to get a lot of crackers in there because you can't get fun crackers in America. You can only get boring crackers that don't crack. And then if they don't crack, what's the point?
Yep.
So you can only get ones that just kind of like pop open and throw detritus everywhere. That
Yeah.
really robs
Mhm.
a lot of the joy of it. So I have to get my
Yeah.
crackers from there too.
Oh shit! I need to get some of those. Did you ever Charlotte? You ever know anyone who made crackers? Because it is possible. You just have to get the special gunpowder sticks.
Just have to get the gunpowder sticks.
Special gunpowder
Just have to
sticks.
get special gunpowder sticks, of course.
God, that's like
Easy. You pick those up anywhere. The special gunpowder sticks. I have a
Hey,
memory.
how about this?
Okay.
American cracker's just a gun.
Kind of. I have a memory of someone doing. It was either like a really sort of fancy upmarket cracker that I feel like was made out of some kind of like fabric or something, or it was like a homemade one. But I just remember being really disappointed because I want the shitty little toy inside. I want the little joke. I want my crappy little hat and all of that stuff. I'm a big fan of I guess I'm a big fan of the mid-tier cracker, personally.
Yes.
The jokes are good. The jokes have to have a certain tone to them. I feel like you got to have groaners that are of the respectable, workmanlike joke construction that can get a nod of acknowledgement from everyone there, you know?
Yeah, you're never going to get a laugh from one, but you're going to get I get that.
I do like a crown that you can at least put on before it's going to fall apart. Like the tissue, I know is fun, but it's like, I like a little bit like the thicker paper where you can at least put it on for a little bit and feel like a little Christmas king.
Do we?
The lean
Do we
years
need
were.
to explain what a cracker is
No.
for people? No? Isn't that
No,
sort of
let's
what we do
explain.
on our podcast?
Let's
Yeah.
explain. It's sort of a tube, very much like a bog roll tube. This of course toilet paper tube. With
explain a cracker using only British idioms.
well, what you got is your bog roll, and then you got your what would a British person call wrapping paper? Because we do actually just call that wrapping paper, but it's wrapped in the Queen's knickers, of course it is, and then you tie it up, and then you pull it, and it goes blibbity blob.
It does go blibbity blob. Oh, we love it when it goes blibbity blob.
It's got a toy in it.
This is maybe something I'm going to go see my sister for a little Christmas event on Sunday, and I'm thinking she didn't ask me to bring anything. They're gonna cook some food for us, but now I'm like, but what if I show up with a couple of really good crackers though?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I should do that. For sure.
Yeah.
The one Christmas we had ones that had the whistles in them, and the whistles were numbered, and there was sheet music where someone was the conductor. And there was like numbers 1 through 8, and they would point at the people who had each number on the sheet, and they would like conduct a little flute orchestra. And I wanted to die that Christmas. That Christmas, I wanted to die. That was the Christmas I wanted to fall into a huge hole and die and not be alive anymore because it was such a sonic hellscape that had been crafted there in my home with all these kids. You know how quickly the novelty of trying to play the right notes fell away? Very
my God.
quickly.
I can't imagine. I mean, that sounds very much like when Lewis buys his nephews like the loudest, most annoying toy he can find so that it pisses off his sister.
That's uncle's job.
You know, the drum kit or whatever. Not an actual drum kit, but like the gun that makes a big noise gift. I'm looking now and I am seeing that there are Christmas crackers available at World Market, so I will be going and getting some. Oh, it's Sur La Table. I bet those are fucking posh as hell. What's in there? Oh, Charlotte. This is ever so good. I'll be getting some of these for our Christmas party.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, this week, later on, for the finest episode, we will be joined by the one and only Patrick Gill, producer of this podcast, for the What's All This Then Office Christmas party. And we will have to have crackers for that.
Yes.
Undoubtedly. So you had crackers, you had the special advent calendar. Anything else in that box, Justin?
A lot of it was cereal, I'll be honest. I was taking the opportunity as long as the box was getting shipped over. British folks they stuff a lot of fun stuff into wheat over there. They do a lot of like
Weetabix?
Sorry?
Weetabix? You Weetabix man?
Gross. No, I meant like like shreddies that have been filled with like apricot I had a minced meat one that Sainsbury's did a couple years back that was killer. These were both like Marks and Spencer did like a blueberry one, and then there was like an apricot filled one that was actually pretty good.
What the fuck? I mean,
mince pie shreddies?
Yes.
Yeah, they were outrageously good.
And just
really, really
again, for people who don't, mince meat is like the main ingredients in the mince pie, which doesn't actually contain any meat.
I got 2 jars of that in my box as well for baked goods. I'm not going to make my own mincemeat. I did it once, and I didn't find it to be necessarily worth the effort.
No,
for me,
absolutely not. No.
For me personally, no. I just got a couple jars for tarts or whatever else we make. So yeah, that's the main. And then a lot of biscuits, Fox's and McVitie's, a bunch of different like biscuit collections because I like to have a lot of chocolates and biscuits out for the season.
Ooh,
yeah.
I love the biscuit tin. They do one at Trader Joe's, which is pretty adequate. It's like a big metal tin with all the different European cookies in them. But really, it's just a lot of chocolate.
Our only real analog for it in America, I think, is like the Dansk butter cookie tin. There's like one cookie tin that we have here. It's blue, and all the cookies are the same stuff. It's like a shortbread, but they're in different shapes.
Yes,
with like granulated sugar on the outside. But that's like a standardized cookie tin that we have here. But that's really the only kind of analog I think that we have.
It's not as good because you don't get the chocolate ones. Yeah. It's all about having all the different shapes and amounts and colors of chocolate on the
agreed.
On the thing. I'm seeing here that Crate and Barrel sells a $50 pack of 8 crackers, which is
$50 for 8. Get wrecked.
No, 6 crackers. That is mental. That better have like, I don't know, a $25 Starbucks gift card.
Yeah, dollars better come out of the crack. You open the cracker and like cash comes back out of it. Like falls. There's $4 on the ground. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it better have an entire large preseason cast iron pan in there for me. I would say that's a great Christmas build. And I'm interested in, do you have a preferred website that you order these things from? Because I would like I'd like the hookup because I've not.
So I usually get this. I tried for the first time. This was British Corner Shop was the name of this website. I usually will just comb the British section of my local like Kroger, the fancy Kroger, not the bad Kroger, the fancy Kroger.
Yeah.
The British section is getting a little bit better there. There's a better selection of like, I'll usually get some wine gums there, some biscuits and stuff like that. But they have a better selection now than they used to. But yeah, I'll do like one bulk Christmas order usually just to stock up.
Yeah.
I mostly haven't had to think about it recently because like being in Canada for whatever reason, I feel like we have slightly easier access to like stuff that I associate with British Christmas, like mince pies. Yes, exactly. Mince pies have always been like easy for me to get, but this year they are just not showing up in the supermarkets, and I'm really bummed. I don't know what's happened.
What? No mince pies?
Yeah. But mince pies is like, that was my favorite part. That was like my whole family's favorite part of Christmas. We would get a pack of mince pies, a pack of 6 from every single supermarket over the course of like the month of December, and we would eat them and we would review them.
Oh my god, the origin
I know.
of our supermarket themed tier list.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I ordered Walker's Glenfiddich mincemeat tarts. I haven't opened those yet, but looking at my receipt here, those are waiting for me upstairs. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
I
would say.
And some Walker's mincemeat pies are also up there a little more.
Yeah. Their shortbread is excellent.
Yes, that's right.
I've tried to get Lewis to enjoy mince pies. Because I too love mince pies, and I don't love Christmas pudding or Christmas cake, which are very similar foods, just sort of stewed dried fruit, served in different forms. But for some reason, the mince pie hits. I don't know if it's because I just fucking love pastry so much.
Pastry's good.
Pastry is good.
But I've really tried, but it hasn't worked. Maybe this is the year, where I somehow trick him into liking it.
What do you do with the mince pies usually?
Me?
Because we did a period of ice cream, but I don't think that was the right move.
Well, here's the thing, Charlotte, is my family was a cream family. And it's a really weird thing to say. My mum, God rest her, loved double cream. And double cream is something that exists in the UK but doesn't exist in the US. The closest thing you can get here is heavy cream, but heavy cream isn't as heavy as double cream. Double cream has more fat in it. And it's so good. And you might think, oh, did you whip that then? Did you make whipped cream? No, we just pour it on top.
Just pour that shit on.
Just pour it on.
Nice.
Just pour quite a lot of double cream on top of really any dessert. I've had slices of cake with double cream poured on top. My mum sometimes used to have cereal with a mix of milk and double cream.
Good Lord.
Yes.
I don't want to say the thing that popped into my head.
Is that why she died?
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
No, Charlotte.
I wanted to communicate that to you telepathically. That was the first thing that popped into my head.
No. It wasn't the
well,
cream. It was the cigarettes.
I see.
So that'll get you. So as long as you don't smoke, you can have the double cream thing. Is the way I've done it.
Okay. We did. I feel like I've done like a brandy butter here.
Yeah, that's
for whatever reason. Is that
posh.
Traditional?
Posh.
That's the posh way to do
Posh.
it. Well, that's not why we did it in our household. This was introduced to me by my ex for families for Christmas over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, love a mince pie. Haven't had one yet. Feel really bad about that. But we'll definitely go and get some crackers. Justin, when you were on the podcast last, I think we were both sort of surprised to find out how much you integrate like UK culture into your life. And I feel like we were talking about Christmas a little bit as well. Are you doing? Am I remembering correctly? You are doing a Christmas pudding.
I do. We do a Christmas pudding every year. Not more of a decorative, honestly, if I'm being honest. Everybody makes a good go of it, but
they're so beautiful to look at.
They're so and they're fun to tend to. They're fun to take out and pour a little alcohol on and stash it away. It's more for the novelty of doing it. It's fun to do. I like cooking something for 6 hours. That really appeals to me. The idea of like you put it on Christmas morning and then you wait for many, many hours for it to be done. I really enjoy that. So we will do that and usually like reheat it. I just use Nigella Lawson's ultimate Christmas pudding recipe that I've used so many times that I know the introduction starts with calling anything ultimate is a bit faff, but in this case, that's how the recipe starts.
Oh God.
So that we will always do. We do crackers. We'll used to watch the Queen's speech. Doubt we will tune in this year for that for obvious reasons.
Yeah, she's been kind of slacking on that the last couple of years.
She has really dropped the ball. It used to be, Doctor Who used to be like really a fixture of that, and it really did sort of coincide with the revival of this most recent, this revival of Doctor Who really coincided with when I got married about like 20 years back. Like the arc is very similar. So for us, building our Christmas and our Christmas traditions, like what we is very connected to that. Like that we were getting into that at the same time. We spent our honeymoon in the UK, and so the two are very tied for us. And we will usually cook. How many dishes like this vary, but like we usually will do some sort of bread sauce every year because I like it, and then we'll do some Yorkshire puddings, and
of course,
and I like those as well. And then beyond that, the crackers and what have you, but and I usually do for the pudding and for pies and stuff, like a rum sauce. Like we can't get the heavy, like the double cream, like you're saying, but like heavy cream with rum sauce and some sugar, that pretty much works with everything. It's good.
That is, I want to go back to Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Being a big Doctor Who person myself, but I have found that even with my siblings who were nowhere near as into Doctor Who as I was, watching the Doctor Who Christmas special was always still for all of us a very key part of it, feeling like Christmas to me.
Yes,
it's one of those traditions that beyond just, it's like that utilitarian tradition too of I know for an hour we're going to be able to sit down and I'm not going to have to come up with a thing, or no one's going to fight, or we can all kind of agree on it, we can all kind of turn it on, and it's all it's enough of an agreement that we can all sit peaceably for an hour. But yeah, it's nice to have something like that to cling to.
100%.
Do you guys have a favorite Doctor Who Christmas special?
Oh yeah. the what's that? Is it the Sycorax? The one? It's the first David Tennant one.
I was going to
that's
say
the
it's,
best. Yeah.
it's probably going to be the first David Tennant one. Right?
That's tough too, because he's so like that character introduction is so good too. And he, like,
So good.
no second chances. That's all good stuff. I
Yeah,
really like that.
yeah. The Lion King.
Yeah, I
line.
thought Joy to the World was very life affirming. I thought that was really the most recent one.
But yeah, no, I like
thought that
one
was
as well.
nice. That was a nice change of pace. I like that.
I always remember. Does he have an apple? Like David Tennant is wearing like
Satsuma.
it's got a Satsuma in his pocket. Yeah.
Mhm. And he's awoken by a cup of tea spilling in the TARDIS.
Very British. Yeah.
That rocks. That rocks.
I forgot about like the tea fumes like bring him back to life.
Yeah.
I know, and he looks. Doesn't he look lovely in his pajamas?
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
I want to go back to this idea of British Christmas as, and we'll talk about this later, but I do think that the defining characteristic of British Christmas to me, as opposed to American Christmas, is this sort of, not exactly monoculture, but this like reasonably set idea of what it is everybody does, and the sense that literally everyone in the fucking country is tuning into, for example, the Doctor Who Christmas special at the same time. Everybody loves doing stuff because it's done every year. You know, everyone at least has one family member who is like, well, obviously I'm going to put the Queen's speech on, even if she doesn't give a shit about the Queen. Like, 364 days out of the year, it's like, well, that's what you do at Christmas. It's a very powerful thing in the British mind that I think it was somewhat crazy to me when I learned, like, oh, there are Americans who just like straight up like don't care about Christmas. Not even because it's not a religious thing in the UK. It's not religious, like, because people aren't, right?
Yeah, well, it feels incredibly secular.
Yeah.
Like there definitely is like the religious aspects to it, but I even remember like my parents like were not super religious. They were kind of like just like generally spiritual people.
Yeah.
But they would still be like, we're gonna go to church and we're gonna listen to like the religious like Christmas carols. And
Right.
I remember thinking that feels like very alien in terms of like what an American like Christmas looks like.
When I was deeply into the Baptist church as a young man, we used to call people like that creasters because they show up on Christmas and Easter.
I love that.
Creasters, Christmas and Easter. That's the
Bunch of fucking creasters.
because it get really crowded. I was like, why is it so crowded? It's the creasters.
It's the
just
creasters. Yeah, they're just taking up all the space. I mean, and, also I should say this is probably just like a reflection of my extremely white upbringing in an extremely white village, and I'm sure that there are people, if you are like, Muslim or Sikh in the UK, maybe you don't care about Christmas, but maybe also, the kind of traditions are so sort of cross cultural that they still kind of like the thing of in the US, like the stereotype of like, like Jewish people going and having Chinese food and seeing a movie on Christmas or whatever. I was like, oh, that fucking rocks. I didn't know you were allowed to do that. I didn't know you were allowed to not sit and have Christmas pudding and watch the fucking Queen's speech and stuff.
Yeah. No, I for the first time ever last year had Christmas by myself. And I was trying to figure out, of all of the like traditions that I sort of like had from many years of Christmases with families, what do I actually want to bring to my own life? And it was literally just feel so full it feels uncomfortable. It didn't even matter what I was going to eat. I ended up just having a lot of curry, and it was fucking lovely. And then I'm pretty sure I watched the Doctor Who Christmas special.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's my baseline. That's what I need for it to just like feel like Christmas. One thing I didn't have any of though, Libby, was some soup.
That's right, Charlotte. Should we do British Thought of the Week?
Let's do British Thought of the Week. Tea's quite nice. What happened to Noel Edmonds? EastEnders. Bloody raining again. How do they make Scotch eggs? Did they finish Brexit or what? It's British Thought of the Week. It's British Thought of the Week, everybody. Libby, do you want to... No, I obviously surprised you with a new British Thought of the Week theme song today. Do you want to explain why I might have had to have made a new one, just a temporary one that I thought I'd just make this morning.
I'm shocked, and I'm really sorry to people out there who were waiting for the sort of mental break and relaxation of the British Thought of the Week theme that they are normally normally expect, and were greeted with that. So what happened was, Pat asked me, "Hey, can you send me the file for the British Thought of the Week theme because I want to do something with it?" And I was like, "Sure." So I go and look it up, and I've since organized all the files on my computer. So I'm like, okay, I'll have to re-download the file. I go to Pixabay, which is a royalty-free, everything service, and it turns out that the song I use for British Thought of the Week is AI, and I didn't know about it. So I accidentally have. No. Look, here's the thing, Charlotte.
I am sorry. Yeah.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry because it's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
No. They do not make it very clear.
No.
You
do not
showed
take
the
responsibility.
page.
Yeah,
it was like they had like a teeny tiny like little robot icon.
Yes.
And apparently that should be enough for you to know that it was created with generative AI. So what I decided to do, because I was like, that means it's time to make a new British Thought
We
of the
hate
Week.
AI. Yes.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
We're not big fans of that. It's time to make a new one, but we also want to make it good. So I was like, well, in the meantime, we've got that. We've got the metal one now,
yes,
and that's just what we have to live with.
Yeah.
So maybe what
here's
will
what I'm
happen
gonna
with
do.
the original British Thought song, though, which is that I'll have just, you made that as like a temporary thing, and then it just stuck around for 30 episodes, and we didn't even think about it. So maybe the metal one will just be like the next 30 episodes or whatever, but we'll see.
I'm sure people would love it. Yeah, we can either do that, or we can ask Brendan to just play it for us on the piano.
That would also be
nice, because then it's
I guess
not
that
a
would be
robot
fine.
doing it. This week's British Thought of the Week comes to us from past guest of the show, Dana Bell, who was on our Henry VIII episode. I want to pull up quickly the the thing she sent me. So she sent me a reel from Come Dine With Me, the official account for Come Dine With Me, and I'm scrolling and I'm opening.
Justin, are you familiar with Come Down With Me?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I think...
Is it where people... It's like a dinner party show?
Yeah.
It is a dinner party show.
It's a TV show about a dinner party. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. My brain has to hold on to a lot of great American TV shows. And sometimes shows that are based around dinner parties get lost in the shuffle. But yes, I do know. Yes.
It is an extremely sort of nothing show on the surface, right? Because it is just...
Not since Four to a Bed has such a mundane concept.
It's just four people do dinner parties for each other, rank each other's dinner parties, and then
get really angry at each other.
Get mad at each other. Yes,
I've sent you the Instagram link because we had that problem last time where I am unable to adjust the volume of my Instagram.
Oh yeah,
videos, and it's extremely loud.
That was really bad in that recent Finest episode where we were listening to former leader of the Labour Party, Ed Miliband, do ASMR.
Yes.
It was really, really bad. Where did you send that link? Oh, I found it.
Yes.
Don't mind me. I'm on Libby. Libby, I'm on top of this. I got this sorted. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is from Dana, right?
Dana sent me this.
Yeah, what was the context here?
And she said something like, I've already closed the tab, but it was like something like British Thought of the Week. Do British teens not know what soup is? So let's watch the video and we'll go from there.
Okay.
And I didn't give you enough time to set up while you're looking for the link, but I'll just riff a little bit. Soup, more like poop. I didn't really like it that much. Soup. Justin looks really mad that I said that. You a soup guy?
What's not to like about soup? Like, what do you? It's like a genre. How do you not like soup?
Yeah, it's true. All right, let's watch this.
I did have it ready, but you started riffing, and I just wanted to. I love to hear Libby's riffs. You know,
I'm the crazy one.
So this starts with, "It's my first time having soup ever."
It's my first time having soup ever.
Shut up!
Really? Not even like a tomato soup or anything
never,
like that?
ever. I've never had soup in my life.
I've never had soup either.
Two people not
This
having
appears
soup
to be
at-
like
at
Come
that
Dine With Me
age.
teen edition,
What's going
by
on?
the way.
I don't know, Alex. I really don't know.
The starter I wasn't a fan of. I've been a very picky eater about soup because I think it's just the way that it's a liquid for me, so it doesn't really seem like a food.
Sorry. It's the way that it's a liquid for me, as if it's just
It's the way that it's a liquid for me.
It's just a liquid for this teen.
I can assure you it is.
Let's see, so what do you think about it? Do you think it's nice or?
Yeah, it's nice. I've only ever had tomato soup.
Oh, right, okay. Why is nobody... What about you, Alex? Have you ever had, like, soup before?
I have had French onion soup, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
what
I
do you-
mean, it is quite nice, actually. I think with the onions, though, if you
Hate this kid.
caramelise them just a little bit more to get that nice
Wanker.
Okay, I'll take that on.
flavour a bit
Wanker.
more. No, well, I do like it. I think it's quite nice.
He's wearing really, well, maybe the worst sunglasses I've ever seen in my entire life. I think I'll say.
Yeah, they're horrible sunglasses. And he's giving this very nice girl some tips on her French onion soup, which I'm going to go ahead and say maybe not. He's clearly just trying to win. He's trying to win Come Dine With Me.
Yes. No,
Please
and that's not the way you win Come Dine With Me, is by trying to win.
Yep.
Come Dine With Me is actually about making friends, I think. So
Anyway.
these
So
teens...
Dana
What are
sends
they
me that, right?
having? What are they having other than soup? What are these teens having? They have a salad and nothing? They have a sandwich and nothing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Caesar
so-
nothing?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
I
salad,
think-
but you get it.
Yes. Oh, Caesar salad soup. Let's work on that.
Come on.
Mhm, that's an idea.
I do think that the soup and a salad thing is an American thing. First of all, we get our meal deal and we're happy with it, and
Okay.
then we go back into the mines. But
Mhm. I
anyway,
think
so-
soup I would usually just have with toast. I don't know if
Yeah.
this would be what you would do, Libby. Yeah.
didn't eat a lot of soup, honestly. So Dana sends me this, and then she's like, all right, another British thought of the week. What are the British soups? I feel like you guys don't have any soups.
Okay. Do we?
And that's a great question. I was like, well, I want to be offended and say, yes, we do. But now that I'm thinking about it, do we have any soups? And before I share my research with you, Charlotte,
Mhm.
off the top of your head, do you have any British soups?
Bread soup, of course.
Not real.
Not
Not real.
Not real. I'm
Arrested
American. I know that's
Development
made up.
Yeah, no, you made that up.
It's gotta be bread soup.
Bread sauce is real.
Me.
That's crazy, but bread
Yeah.
soup not.
A soup buddy as well. It's just sort of a plain soup, and they put butter and no, but they put soup inside of a sandwich. That's what they do.
Okay, I do actually want to read the exchange with Dana here. She says, "Is that normal for British teens?" And I say, "I have to assume no." And she says, "Because yeah, what are the British soups? Maybe that's a British thought of the week." Okay, and I said, she said, "What are the British soups?" And I went, "The normal ones," very definitively. And she goes, "Okay, you guys have soups. Chicken noodle is American. Do you have split pea soup? Because that's also American, I think." So basically, her contention is all the soups are all the
Okay.
soups are American. No, that's not what she was saying. But
No, genuinely, I don't think I could name a British soup. That to me is none. I feel like there are so many soups that just sort of like the tomato soup. It just sort of, I'm just throw it out there. Maybe that's like Italian, but it sort of feels like one of those things. It's probably like come up in lots of different places, you know?
Okay.
Can I say something unkind? And I
Please.
feel like I've been enough of a booster of England that this
Yes, you
I've
have.
hopefully earned this.
you have.
It does. It surprises me because soup does feel British, doesn't it? Okay, so
Yeah.
you have food, but let's get it wetter and a little bit less robust. You know what I mean? Like, and a little bit similar texture wise. Let's kind of bring it all down. Let's take out the highs and the lows and just bring in the mids of the texture. You know what I mean? It feels British to me.
Yeah.
It's gruel, you know.
I was gonna say gruel. Gruel
gruel.
What
is British.
was
Yes.
it British?
And this is the difficulty I had in researching this topic, because here's the thing. Soup is, if I had to guess, I would say soup is one of the oldest foods, because it's just a way of making stuff edible by cooking it in liquid, ultimately, and then not wasting the liquid, because you also drink that. So I remember once when Lewis's mum was here, for some reason, we were like, what's that? When did they start making soup? And we tried to find the question to, when did humans start making soup? And I couldn't find the answer, but I really think the answer is like thousands and thousands of years ago, because how easy would it have been for someone to catch a fucking antelope or whatever and then boil it in a sort of, roundish cauldron of stone.
Right. I do
and then
think
chuck
that
an onion in it.
probably, this is just throwing this out there. I think the person who made soup was like, okay, we've made stew. That's
Yeah.
probably the first kind of food, but I don't like all of these fancy textures. How can I have less of that? So probably.
What is the difference between a soup and a stew?
What is the diff? I think more bits, more chunks. I mean, obviously you can have a chunky soup, right?
A soup has more of a broth component, like a liquid component. A stew, I think, would have much less of that. Would be my linguistic guess.
Yeah.
I'm shaken up. I'm shaken up by this one, y'all. This one really. I make soup for my family at least once a day for either my kids or my wife. They're eating soup every day and have since they were born. I mean, I'm guessing, because this is a completely new one to me, but I do think in America, at least, it fills this role of like a convenience food that meets the food groups. You know what I mean? It's got some carbohydrates and some protein and some vegetables, and it's in one can. So like for my wife, a lot of those like chunky soups, like chicken tortilla or just like a chicken noodle is very, very common. And the girls, my kids, used to have chicken noodle soup like almost every day. That's what they would take to school with other stuff. So this is so interesting to me that it's like less hearing these kids say they've never haven't had soup. It feels like I don't mean a nightmare. Like, I mean like I'm having a dissociative event where I'm like, what? Like as I'm awake, I'm actually living a nightmare where these kids just haven't had like soup. Like it's blowing my mind.
I have to imagine that what we have here is a collection of just like the picky eaters who, for whatever, who are just sort of like chips and nuggets kids, and who are maybe just being introduced to the concepts of other foods at this point, right? But it is very disheartening and not even have had the tomato soup or something, just like one of the basics, you know?
Yeah. I think this is essentially a TV show being silly, but it did make me wonder, what are the British soups? So I went and tried to find out. The Wikipedia category English soups is one of the funniest category pages I've ever seen. Do you want to guess how many entries there are on the category page English soups on Wikipedia?
I'm going to say there has to be more than one in order for it to count as a category. So I'm gonna say 2.
Okay.
I'll say 7.
All
right. Justin is closer. It's 5.
5.
However,
in all of human existence, there are 5 British soups, no more, no less. To all of humanity.
Okay, so let's do this alphabet.
British soups.
Yes, that's really good.
You used to have a lot more, but then you had to give them back. Like you ended up looking around, like, actually, wow, crap, we didn't make any of these soups. Dang it.
So let's do this alphabetically. The first one is chowder. Now, chowder, I don't think counts.
I was going to say I never had chowder, but it doesn't feel good to say chowder with a British accent. But
No.
I think you have to be Americans to say chowder.
Chowder. Yeah, like
Chowder.
the
Did we both do
Simpsons.
Australian though?
No, I was trying to do Freddie Quimby in The Simpsons because of the episode where, Freddie Quimby beats up a French waiter for not being able to say chowder right.
Of course.
Okay, so let me read this. Chowder, as it's known today, originated as a shipboard dish and was thickened with the use of hardtack. Man, it must have sucked to be alive before 1915, right?
What is hardtack?
It's a ship's biscuit. It's just a horrible cracker.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Chowder was brought to North America with immigrants from England and France and seafarers from more than 250 years ago. So I think it is possible.
If you shipped it immediately to America, can you count that as a British innovation? It's like, no, we're not going to do it here. Take it to America and do it over there. Make clam chowder there.
Yeah, okay, well, here we are. An early description of chowder is found in the journal kept by the young botanist Joseph Banks, who visited English and French Labrador fisheries, which is Canada. Banks gives an account of chowder which he describes as peculiar to this country. But then there's also... It's clear. Here's the thing. It's clearly either British or French. I'm going to go ahead and say French because the word comes from a French word for cauldron. I'm not going to give us chowder. The next
I think
one
that's fair.
is mock turtle soup. And I will tell you that one of the other entries on this page is turtle soup. So two of our 5 soups, according to Wikipedia, are either turtle or fake turtle. Mock turtle soup is an English soup that was created in the mid-18th century as an imitation of green turtle soup. So they was making soups out of turtles, which I feel
Okay.
like is sort of horrible.
It's evil, I think.
It is, because turtles is cute. It often uses brains and organ meats, such as calf's head. So that one is another one where I'm like, I don't want to go out there and be like, no, we've got British soups, we've got brain soup.
turtle brain soup, of course.
Well, no, because it's not turtle. This is mock turtle soup. So
Oh,
this
is the mock. Sorry,
is cow brain soup.
this is
Although
just cow brains, and they're
Let's-
saying it's sort of like how we do turtles. That's what this is.
oh god, it's so disgusting. Okay, so the actual turtle soup, the principal characteristic of turtle meat is that the broth it's cooked in becomes extremely gelatinous once cooled.
God damn it. I mean, I don't think we can get mad at the people who say the stuff that they say about British food anymore after this. To find out that there's like a jelly turtle soup there's also a version of it that's made out of cow brains. This is not good.
I know. This is a difficult one for me because, as you know, I really hate the tired British food sucks joke that Americans like doing. However, then I read a sentence like, turtle meat has no characteristic taste on its own, so the flavor of turtle soup depends entirely on the seasoning. Come on, man.
Oh, dear.
Then we've got mulligatawny, which it turns out is probably Tamil in origin. It's probably from India. So that's really not ours either. And then we have the final one, which is something called Windsor soup, also known as brown Windsor soup.
Okay. all of my hopes and dreams are in brown Windsor soup right now.
Yes.
I'll say sight unseen. If you all started just riffing on brown Windsor soup being a beloved longtime staple, I would absolutely have bought it hook, line, and sinker.
You're
it
absolutely
sounds
right.
extremely British.
Yeah.
It also almost sounds like a 70s sitcom. Like if you told me that there was a British show that had been running for 26 years with 18 episodes called Brown Windsor Soup, I'd be like, yep. Yep.
Okay, just as an aside, I am also mad at the fact that I have not heard of any of these before.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I only know of the
chowder.
mock turtle from Alice in Wonderland. That's the only familiarity I have with the term, which of course is derived from it's got like a cow head and a turtle body because mock turtle.
There we go.
Mock
Yeah,
turtle.
great.
Yeah,
Makes
and
sense.
that's
Never made
what
the
it was-
connection until now.
That's what it was made of.
Yes.
Brown Windsor soup. The name was usually associated with low-quality brown soup of uncertain ingredients. I mean...
What an Hey, let me keep it. Good innovation.
So essentially what brown Windsor soup is soup brackets misc.
Yum! Is this a bisque? No, it's a misc.
It's a
It's a
misc.
misc, actually. It's a,
Okay. There's a little table here. It says main ingredients: calf's feet, bouquet garni, which is herbs, and Madeira wine. All right, that's okay.
All
Variations: white and brown soups. It says here, although Windsor soup comprised elegant recipes among famous chefs of the 19th century, the brown Windsor varieties became an institutional gruel that gained a reputation as indicative of bad English food during the mid-20th century. So
Good Lord.
it is literally the joke. This soup is the joke about British food being bad. It is a gruel of unknown origin that we love.
this is like there's no British soups. Actually, there's the bad brown soup that everyone hates.
Yes.
There is that.
Yes.
We've got
well,
that
Dana, we've actually got piss soup. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, suck it, Dana. We don't know what's
Yeah.
in this shit.
Yeah, exactly. One interesting thing here is in 1834, Henderson William Brand, who was chef to King George IV and the inventor of what would become A1 sauce, which is a good sauce. It's kind of
Okay.
like brown sauce.
Yeah.
Published a
HB sauce.
cookbook containing a recipe for vermicelli soup a la Windsor, and it's a white meat broth and noodle soup. That sounds fine, but then I guess it got worse and worse, and people started making it browner and browner.
You only start out fine, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
over the years, it just
I can see that in my desperation, I have reached page 2 of the Google results for soups invented in Britain. There are quite a lot of Scottish soups, I will say. There are many Scottish soups which are all variations of, there's Cullen skink, which we talked about before, which is like a haddock soup.
Okay.
There is Parton Brie, which is another seafood soup.
Sorry, what did you? Cullen's.
Cullen skink.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about my friend Cullen because he is actually a huge pervert. So that makes more sense. Sorry, Cullen skink. I got you now.
Cullen skink. All right, that's right. And then
not Cullen. He is.
Okay, and then there's also Powsowdy, which is a Scottish sheep's head soup. So again with the heads.
Okay.
Turns out we're making a lot of head soup. So I'm going to go ahead and say, look, if you know about any British soups that I haven't named, please. Oh, well, okay. I do also want to mention quickly, in the, I want to say mid 20th century, 19th and 20th century, London was extremely polluted. It had a really bad smog problem. And there was a type of fog that was caused by soot particulates and then also the poisonous gas sulfur dioxide. It was a very big problem. And this was known as pea soup fog, which was named for, and then it was also known as London particular. And then the soup began to be known as London particular in a sort of circular thing where the fog was named after the soup and then the soup became named after the fog as a kind of pea and ham soup. So you could say we have our own soup and it's named after the horrible pollution that we have.
Wow. I think we've nailed this one, Libby.
Yeah.
I think British soups coming out on top. British food is wonderful. And
so if you went to the soup section of your supermarket, you went to the soup section of Tesco, Sainsbury's.
Oh, go on.
How big of a? What are we talking about? What am I looking at there?
Well, it's huge, and that's because of everyone else's soups.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still.
Yeah.
People are still eating soup.
We are still eating soup in the UK.
You're big time eating soup. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I remember
the teens threw me because that was more worrying.
Yeah.
if people just weren't eating soup.
No, I don't want people to leave with the impression that the British mind is not capable of comprehending soup.
It's not like they were going to the soup aisle and seeing the 5 types of soup and going, well, I don't want to have Windsor Brown today, so I guess I'll just have a sandwich. Like we do have normal soups there.
Yeah.
Do you all do that probably seems I know that you two cannot be the sole representatives for an entire day, but you know what I'm saying. Like, what about like ramen? You like ramen for lunch?
Okay, we do. There is ramen there, although more typically you find it in the form of the pot noodle.
Okay.
Oh, the pot noodle.
Oh, is that like a cup of noodle? Like you pour the hot water and then you put the okay. I got you. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at the Tesco results for soup here, and it looks like we have 164 items. So that's quite a lot of soup. Yeah.
That's a lot of soup.
I'm seeing soups here that are sort of pretending to be British, but I don't know if they are. For example, leek potato and West Country cheddar. Did Britain invent leek and potato soup?
I was going to bring up leek and potato because that does sort of feel like it could be British, but also sort of pretty good. But it does sort of the inclusion of like the cheddar from a specific region of the UK. There, it's French. Yeah, that does make sense.
Just Googled it. I don't know that off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: is it goes back to my original point: is that really who invented soup? Because we're all making different soups, and so obviously you can say, ramen is Japanese or minestrone is Italian and stuff like that. So, okay. So some places have soups. Some places don't have soups, and that's okay.
That's so true.
And here's what I will say. Great British thought from Dana. I really do. Listen, we love to talk about the silly British games, etc. And there will be more of those in the future, absolutely. But these kind of leading questions from people who just don't know a thing about the UK, and we just see if we can figure it out. Like, I really love that one person who was like a while back, why did the British lawyers wear those little wigs? And I just have to figure it out. So if you do have any questions about the UK, you don't need to know anything. Just give us some a starting point. We'll see where we get.
I mean, look, maybe your question is something like, how do they make Scotch eggs? Or did they finish Brexit or what?
It could be. At some point, we will have to actually do those. Have we done any on the from the song?
Hang on. Tea's quite nice. EastEnders, Bloody Raining Again. Those three are thoughts that we can't really do.
No.
How do they make Scotch eggs? Did they finish Brexit or what? Whatever happened to Noel Edmonds? We did do Whatever Happened to Noel Edmonds.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gone crazy.
He's gone mental.
He's gone
New
crazy.
Zealand, yes.
Gone crazy in New Zealand. But yeah, do send us your British thoughts to what's all this post at gmail.com. It's time for the main topic. Today we are talking for our special Crimbo episode about Christmas adverts.
Yes.
Justin, this was a topic that you suggested to us. So I'm curious to know, what is your relationship with the Christmas advert? You obviously include a lot of British culture in your life. Do you remember when you first came across a Christmas advert, and why did it sort of stick?
It was when we were over there for the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, which would have been 20. I don't know. 20.
You guys can figure it out.
You know, a while ago. Get a calendar. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I noticed that the commercials there were commercials that were just sort of generally about Christmas. And we have ads in America that are Christmas themed, but less about just the fact that it is Christmas. And this idea that everyone has a Christmas commercial that is the Christmas commercial. I love that. I love that as a cultural moment that everybody's looking for the new commercial. I love those sorts of elements of monoculture, especially ones that communicate so much about where a nation is at, you know. I feel like Christmas is kind of an interesting time to take stock and just say who are we? And I think that it's an interesting lens to look at the country through. It's also, they also fascinate me watching this year's crop, how much of it is about entertaining versus gift giving, because the ads here are all very much built around
the Toyota-thon.
Yeah, exactly. Give what are you going to buy? What gifts are you going to buy? And the idea of putting out a spread or putting out an impressive Christmas repast is not as much of a feature here. So I think that's really fascinating.
Yes. So the Christmas advert and the way it works in the UK feels the closest to me the way that Americans interact with adverts during the Super Bowl.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's for the whole, usually 2 months, right? They start in November, and it's you get 2 months of, these are the adverts that for whatever reason people in the UK are going to care about. And the ones that sort of are at the top are usually we're talking the British supermarkets, right?
Yep.
You've or some department stores.
Yes.
And those are sort of the big ones, and there are lots of other companies that will do their sort of Christmas ads and will try and get in on that. But it always feels like the big ones, from what I can tell, the big one is always the John Lewis Christmas ad. And what is going to be the new John Lewis Christmas ad this year? And then people do... I have to admit, when you suggested this, Justin, I was I'll sort of think of my favorite Christmas adverts from times gone by. And then I was sitting down yesterday to do my research for this episode, and I was fuck, I don't actually have any because I didn't care. I guess maybe I didn't sort of buy into the group mind of the Christmas advert.
Wow,
when I was
so
a kid.
Cool.
I was pretty cool. I could sort of see through the whole thing. I could really see that they were trying to get me to buy things, and I wasn't really having any of that.
You saw through the commercialism of Christmas. Good for you, Charlotte. Good for you.
So yeah, we could talk about some of the ads from this year.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this year first, and then we'll go back to. I found a few retro ones that I do want to show, and there's one in particular that I really want you to show Justin and see if he can guess what year it's from.
Okay. Yes.
I think that's very fun.
No, that does sound good. So there's a bunch from this year. My way in this year was watching a video called Top 10 Christmas Adverts 2025.
Okay,
Which
great.
I think the existence of that video
Yeah.
kind of gives you sort of like a sense of like the degree to which people do, for whatever reason, sort of like get invested and get like excited for like the crop of Christmas adverts that is like coming, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do wonder also how much of that is manufactured. You know, are they manufacturing consent, Charlotte? Are they manufacturing this desire for people to like? Do people actually care? Did they organically care what the Christmas adverts were, or was there one year where John Lewis was like, "Hey, we can make a big thing by doing the big Christmas advert"? Some ad agency in London figured out, "Hey, let's make the Christmas advert our like Super Bowl advert or whatever, and then we'll get a bunch of attention and people will write articles about it or whatever."
I guess it just like, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Libby
probably.
sees through it too, y'all. You're really getting down to
Yeah.
the brass tacks of this whole Christmas thing.
kind of
I think the whole thing might be a capitalist thing. Dang
I've heard that word lately, capitalism. People have been saying that.
But here's a crappy thing, Charlotte. They say it's late stage, it's ending, and I'm just finding out about it.
Here's the thing: is
I
actually
just
Charlotte,
barely got started with it.
it's late capitalism, and you can tell that I know a lot about it because I put late at the start. So yeah, I'm thinking I've been reading Das Kapital.
Okay, I wonder if to like the same sort of like degree to which some members of the British population will be like, we have to put on the Queen's speech.
Yes.
We're going to sit down and watch the Doctor Who Christmas special. It's sort of like part of the event of Christmas now for them has also become, we've got to watch the new ad. One of the other things I will say about some of these ads is they are long.
So long, and they're not actually shown on telly, right? Like these are just for YouTube or whatever.
Well, I would say, shown on on YouTube, you can watch the full version, or I guess they must be showing the like full length versions in like cinemas as well.
Ugh.
But one of them that I watched, which was the Waitrose one, for this year, is a full like 5-minute like short film, about a guy falling in love with Keira Knightley. That's the whole
The
ad.
Joe Wilkinson one, that was
Actually,
cute.
right.
Yes.
It was cute.
I have a personal vendetta against Keira Knightley, and ever since she said that weird stuff about trans people.
Yeah.
So I do like Joe.
I like Joe. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Joe is very nice. I'm happy that he got together with Keira Knightley.
I did feel like I did it. Aside from Keira Knightley kind of sucking, also the gag of that seemed to be that someone who looked like Joe Wilkinson couldn't possibly be loved by Keira Knightley. That was like a weird like central gag for the whole thing. Like, yeah, it's okay. Merry Christmas. Yikes.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the Grinch?
Yeah, we should watch and talk about the Grinch, because that does feel like that is I think it is the main one that like people have brought up as like the one that they hate, right? Is the Asda Grinch ad.
Okay.
So let's just, we don't need to watch the whole thing.
The Grinch, by the way, not British.
The Grinch is not British. Well, it's Dr. Seuss, I don't know where he's from.
He's American, I'm pretty sure.
American.
And either way, what I mean
He's
by
not
that
British.
is I did not grow up with the Grinch.
I love that my reaction to you say the Grinch is not British was immediately in my head. I was like, yeah, of course, he's from Whoville. But yeah, let's have a little bit of a gander at this Christmas ad. I will say a lot of like the Christmas ads are not particularly, they don't really make too much sense to like look at on the podcast, because it's just like it's a copyrighted song with other stuff happening. But at least in the Grinch one, it's sort of something of an original piece.
Okay.
So let's take a look. Got a little snowflake falling onto the Grinch's nose here.
Is this a famous actor playing the Grinch, or?
I
Because
don't.
obviously we had Walton Goggins as the Grinch in the United States.
Oh, I don't know about this. Is there another Christmas?
There's a Walmart ad with Walton Goggins playing the Grinch.
Really?
Yeah. So he's like the Grinch is getting really commercial.
Okay, well,
the Christmas of guys.
Asda is Walmart as well, right?
Oh, you're right. Did
So-
Walmart buy the Grinch?
Did Walmart? I mean,
In
part
their
of this ad is that you can see there is Grinch merchandise available in Asda.
Walmart has
now.
purchased the Grinch in a $78 billion deal.
We need to get rid of these Grinch monopolies, guys.
Christmas tree labeled well pricey.
Oh, the prices this year are frightful. Spenny gifts, I've seen a
Spenny gifts?
We're getting quite low on dough. Excuse me. It's a no. It's a no. It's a. Ooh.
So this is just the Grinch with his family?
So it is a little confusing. I was a little confused
it's so
starting off
confusing.
because it I would say, I mean, the Grinch makeup is decent, right? So you think initially I'm looking at the Grinch in the Grinch's world, right? But then the Grinch is just sort of like a British guy who just like has a family who's like he's being a Grinch about Christmas because everything's just so expensive, isn't it?
Right.
And until he sees the Asda, and then he thinks, oh, Asda's.
Oh, and they're green.
Asda's green.
Asda's green.
And he's green as well because he's the Grinch.
Yeah.
I would do anything to make not that so big on my screen. Any other image, Charlotte, if you could just press play for even a nanosecond, I would do. I've gone on record this year, and I'm getting really stringent about it. I hate seeing a live Grinch, and I swear to God, you do it on Broadway, you do it in a movie, you do it anywhere, you make the Grinch a man. I hate seeing it. I hate it when Ron Howard did it. I hate it anytime there's a real Grinch man, and this sucks. This is a bad freeze frame.
I'm trying to pick the worst freeze frames of the Grinch now. Like, this is the one, I skipped to the one which is sort of extreme close-up on the Grinch's eyes where he sees the Asda logo reflected.
It looks like Asda is his activation phrase. And he's about to
It looks
lose
like,
it.
yeah, Victorian candidate Grinch.
Eye makeup, though, on point. Very cunty.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good.
Man.
Oh, my worry show signs are stopping. Wait, am I enjoying shopping?
Okay, I can't actually watch any more of this,
It's really shy.
unfortunately.
I hate
What
it
is-
a lot. I hate it
That
so
stinky
much.
little stick of meat they made this lady eat. Couldn't they find
Oh,
something a little bit
well-
more appetizing?
That's the thing, is like, I don't know whether we'll be able to talk about it this year. Maybe we save this for next year. But the array of like traditional British Christmas appetizers that they sell at supermarkets, like in the ready meals section, horrid. Lots of
That's
but-
okay. So that's really interesting, Libby. Though that was something that was a common element that I noticed in a lot of these was specifically promoting like food items, like
Yes.
and some of them had like little disclaimers at the bottom, like, "Listen, don't try to get the little bao buns before December 17th because we're not going to have them." Like it's like it's like a legal disclaimer at the bottom, like, "Don't come in mad because we don't have the little bao
like the
buns."
Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce or whatever.
Right.
People just like fucking banging on the doors of M&S trying to get the bao buns.
Yeah, so he does go into Asda. He's like, well, the prices are lower, and they got the wonderful Grinch merchandise as well to purchase. So he's gonna love that. And then the big reveal at the end is that he comes out.
On the show, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Okay,
He comes out and he's just a normal guy now.
why
He's no longer
does
the
he
Grinch.
smack his butt? I
Okay.
thought that was a popular butt smacking guy. This is my associate, is that's a famous actor everyone knows for smacking his own butt.
No.
So when the Grinch
Oh.
turns into it, it's like, that's the butt smacking guy we all love.
I mean, that's what you're gonna
Blimey.
get if you're just experiencing the adverts of the UK through the Christmas lens. But that is a classic Asda thing. You're smacking the ass. You're revealing that you hear the jingle of the change back there, and you're going, I got money left over because I
Okay.
shopped. Okay.
Thank you, Charlotte. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense. I did just, in trying to find out if the guy who played the Grinch was famous. By the way, he's not famous. Asda couldn't afford a famous actor,
Almost
I
by
guess.
definition, I think, Libby, if you have to go, go look at it, it's probably not.
That's true. Well, you see, here's the thing: is I'm kind of cool, and I don't really know about like your popular culture or whatever.
That's actually a really good point. I don't know who anybody famous is from America, to be
More
fair.
into nerd shit. So. I did find this incredibly cursed BBC article: how this year's ads let real life in, from cost of living to masculinity.
I had this one open as well. This was one that I wanted to, because when Justin, you were talking about how the Christmas adverts can be a sort of reflection of the place that the UK is at a point in time. It does seem like that is something that they try to do. But Libby's what's Libby doing? Interacting with the cat. Everything okay, Libby?
Yeah, I just looked at Digby and she's sleeping on a heat pad, and I just looked at her and I was like, she's the most asleep I've ever seen her. I'm going to turn the heat pad off in case she's dying, but she's fine.
I know that feeling so well. The cat is so relaxed that you think, have they passed on, and you get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I was reading this article as well. There was one thing in here. So there's an interview here with Dr. Richard Wallace, who is a TV historian. And they're talking about the John Lewis ad, which, as we've mentioned previously, sort of seems like it's often one of the big ones in the UK. John Lewis, the department store, that I believe is also, I think Waitrose is like a part of the John Lewis sort of umbrella as well. What's it? I mean, what's John Lewis, Libby? How would you describe that?
I was trying to describe this to my stream the other day. It is a department store. It's posh. It's sort of like Nordstrom, but I don't really know if there's a I guess it's just Nordstrom. Hey, it's Nordstrom.
It's sort of a Nordstrom.
What about Argos? Do we have an analog for that over here? I saw an ad about how it's not just toys, but I hadn't heard about it before.
Okay, so Argos, another great topic for us to do, Charlotte. Let's write that one down. Was at least when I was growing up, it had stores where you would. It didn't have stores that you would go in and look at. You got the Argos catalog and you would order through the catalog, but then you go pick them up at Argos.
Yeah, I do remember spending lots of time in Argos as a child, looking through their big catalogs and sort of thinking about what I might get from there. But it's that kind of shopping experience where they have all of the stuff in the back, and they just give you a book, and you look through the book and you pick out what you want, and you go say, "This is what I want," and they go bring it to you, and that's the Argos way.
Yes, it's a very pre-internet sort of experience.
Yeah, and I have to imagine Argos is sort of, it feels like it's probably dying off, which is why their ad was like, it's not just toys. They're trying to remind people of what Argos is, because I guess it's sort of left the consciousness. But yeah, the John Lewis ad this year, they're going back for the like tearjerker sort of attempt thing, right? So the ad is centered around the sort of older teenage son, who I guess is a little disconnected from his dad, and has bought his dad a record. Dad puts on the record, is immediately sort of magically taken back to his youth. It's like that. If anyone's seen that meme going around of John Hamm doing his dancing when he closes his eyes, it's like that. But this is the John Lewis version of it. Right. And then the son comes downstairs, hearing his dad's put on the record, and it's like, did you like it? But not saying anything, because they don't really know how to communicate other than through buying presents for each other from John Lewis. And then, this TV historian in this article said, John Lewis has responded to the crisis of masculinity so evocatively addressed in one of this year's TV standout dramas, Adolescence, making a touching piece that speaks to the challenges of navigating intergenerational male relationships. So that is the kind of way that people is talking about the Christmas ads currently.
That commercial as an ad, it didn't make sense to me.
What did you think was happening in it?
Okay, so what's confusing about it is like the kid gives him a present and it's like a record, right? And the dad is instantly transported back to like listening to it and like clearly being like a rave kid, sort of like that was his youth, right? He was like, he's been in clubs or whatever. And then like as he's dancing in the club in his memory, he like sees his son and like a child version of him in the distance. And it really does feel like this guy was transported back to his fun-loving youth and then immediately brought back to reality where he has a kid that he has to worry about all the time. I did not understand the message. This wasn't like a special record that they used to share. I don't know. It didn't quite jerk the tears for me.
Okay. Did any of the Christmas ads this year, Justin, that you watched, did any of them get you?
I liked the Home Instead one. I thought that was cute.
I don't think I saw this one.
Oh, you should. Can we pull it up?
Pull it up.
Home Instead.
Home Instead.
Mhm.
The what is this? Senior care?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look. Because yeah, I watched a bunch of them. I watched the Argos one, which is quite creepy because it has like a little doll in the back of the car of one of the in-betweeners, sort of pressuring him into going into Argos to buy the gift.
Yeah, those and yeah.
I'm not sure I like that.
It was creepy. Yeah, we can have a look at this Home Instead one.
What is this advertising?
Senior care, like in-home senior care, I believe.
Wow. I had not. I see. In my mind, it was Christmas ads was just at Tesco, Sainsbury's, John Lewis, Marks and Spencer.
This was one that popped up in the results, so I was surprised, but that this hadn't made more of a splash considering the content of it. But
it's got 3.1 million views.
Some of the view counts on these videos were so surprising to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's just have a look at this.
What the fuck? Okay, well, first of all, it says mom.
Is this American?
Is this American? Did you watch an American advert?
God, I hope not.
Justin,
what if I did?
Justin,
what if it's an American?
I think this is
guys, what if it's an
American
American advertisement that was served to me in the YouTube results of British advertisements?
Yep, it's
Can you
American.
imagine?
Oh, buddy. Oh,
Yep.
no. Well, what are we...
we just don't engage with American content on this.
You should
on this show.
clip it out. Clip it.
Clip it. No,
Clip it.
we're gonna keep
Cut
this
out
in.
my foolishness.
Yeah, we got to keep this in so that everyone can get mad at you. Charlotte, can we please? Because I know we wanted to try and not go forever on this one.
Yeah.
Can we please watch some of these old ones that I sent you?
Yes, let's watch some old ones. You want to
They
start
are
with the
crap.
You want to start with the Asda one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, yeah, Libby sent this to me and said, "Can we show this one?" And then Justin, you have to try and guess what year you think it is from.
Okay.
All right. So we're dipping. I guess the review of the 2025 Christmas ads from the What's All This Then podcast. Meh, I don't really care for it, you know. But I think one of the things I've realized is I sort of do just sort of not like Christmas ads generally. There are a few I wrote down that I do like from past years.
Can I just say what I think about it?
Yeah, I guess you could say what you think about it as well.
It makes me feel so bad and so alienated in the way, you know, like when you're on a plane and the staff is having to, in between trying to bring people drinks and charging them for food and charging them for a bag of crisps and stuff, they are also having to sell you the like JetBlue credit card or whatever, and they have to walk down the aisle holding the leaflet and that says, you know, sign up for the JetBlue credit card. No one wants to do that. No one wants to sign up for a credit card on a plane. Everybody knows that it's just fucking pointless. And it just makes me feel sick to think about the sort of ways in which all human experience has to now be filtered through not just consumption, but like sort of forced consumption. It's so hard to have any kind of like joy or culture that is not monetized or kind of degraded through that stuff. That's how I feel about Christmas ads. I wish they would die.
Libby's so smart, guys. I think I feel the same, right? And I think it is unfortunate the degree to which, because Justin, you were like, why do they have adverts that just seem to be for Christmas, right? And it is because they want to, the companies here want to sell you on the idea that just the idea of Christmas is like implicitly intertwined with buying stuff from the companies, right?
Yeah.
It is like we're just going to sell you on the idea of Christmas, and it is incomplete without us. When I was looking at this one video of top 10 Christmas adverts, I was really losing my faith in humanity as I was reading the comments. I mean, maybe it's better just to watch an ad and be like, "This was nice." You know?
Oh,
maybe,
those people are so much happier than us, Charlotte. They're so much happier than us.
You know, best commercials ever. Love them. The father and son connecting really struck a chord, as did the last one. Why do the Brits have all the best Christmas adverts? Haven't finished watching yet, but you can always count on the English to make great ads. Love from Australia. You know, people just...
Can you imagine being so excited to comment on a YouTube video of a commercial compilation that you can't wait to the end? Like, I got to drop this right now. I don't want to forget later to say that I like this.
Truly.
I got to drop this heater.
All right, let's have a look at this older one.
Don't look at the. Okay, well now he's seen the year.
I didn't look.
Great.
We've got a lovely animated Santa here.
24-pack Walker's Crisp for £1.98.
That's less than 9p a bag.
Holy crap, man!
Holy shit!
Back 50 cards to £1.58.
£1.58.
Or a pogo stick for £12.74.
Pogo stick for $12.74.
Is that good? Bad? I don't know.
Look at that animated Santa. He's hitting his bum.
I'll be danged. I'll be
slapping that
danged. That must
ass.
have sounded really wild when I complained about the guy hitting his own butt. That's a huge. I didn't know. That's
It's
massive.
every single one of their adverts for the last fucking 40 years has had some
I'd
fucker
never heard
hitting
of
their bum.
Asda
Truly
before
the
I
whole
saw
thing.
that.
Yeah. So what year do you think that was from?
1994.
It's actually from 2001.
That doesn't seem right. I was only 7 years off, though. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah,
It's all right. Yeah,
it's
okay.
It was the quality of the Santa animation that really got me. It looks so 90s.
I think it's cool. They got an actual employee to do the acting and pretend to be an employee. That's my best guess from the acting. At least.
It has to have been. It has to have been.
I like that quality of it, honestly. I like that it did. I'd like that one is just, hey, we got cheap stuff at Christmas if you want to come. I actually prefer that sort of variety of Christmas ad rather than sell you on the emotion
the
of it.
pogo stick bit is awesome. It presupposes I was looking at a pogo stick somewhere else and it was 16 pounds.
It was 16 pounds. Yeah.
I go over there. I can save like
a
bunch of pee on my pogo stick. That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Charlotte, would you mind also why don't we compare that to another 2001 advert, which is this 15-second Jamie Oliver Sainsbury's Christmas ad, and all of these are insanely low quality because they're all from telly in 2001. But I don't.
Oh
care.
yeah, the Jamie Oliver one is truly
It's baffling.
It's truly quite strange.
And this was Jamie Oliver was like hot shit in the UK in 2001. This is before he started doing all of his, kids are eating rubbish stuff, and he was just a TV chef.
Yeah. This was the prime pucker years of Jamie Oliver. Let's have a look at this.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what?
Holy
Jamie
crap.
Oliver here. He's
Holy crap! I want to spit. Man, I always kind of want to spin kick Jamie Oliver, but this is a feeling of it. Whoa, it's overwhelming.
I know, right? I know.
Spin kick Jamie Oliver.
How do we even?
To mind? I don't know if you all know this connection, but Jamie Oliver came to my city where I live, Huntington, West Virginia, to film his show, America's Unhealthiest City.
Yeah,
he came here to film Fat City, the series starring Jamie Oliver, about him coming here to teach us all how to eat appropriately. And then I see this. I thought I couldn't dislike the fella anymore, but Hachi Machi, this is irritating.
Well, he's just playing DJ on the hob, though. He's just having a little bit of fun with his pots and pans and sort
spinning his lids.
Imagining what it would be like. And then also, I really this ad is so strange that
poor guy.
This is the ad for CDs. A $9.99 is Jamie Oliver in the kitchen as a DJ.
Which you do not spin, right? You don't spin
Preferably
CDs
not.
as a DJ. There's another one here that is the most recent one I sent you, M&S Christmas Magic advert, which the thumbnail is David Beckham, which
that is exciting.
I would really like to check that out.
Yeah, no, these are some. I mean, it is not. I do find myself being able to actually appreciate ads so long as they are from about 30 years ago. Like I find, I not even appreciate, but actually enjoy, because the power has left them at that point, and then you can kind of just appreciate them for what they are.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? M&S Christmas Magic advert.
What makes Christmas magic? Hands up.
I assume she was famous.
Repeats.
Unwrapping the present.
Oh, hello.
I think this is all famous people. Yeah.
A nicely roasted bird.
So this is quite a sexy one.
No breast.
Okay, so that's a funny joke about Graham Norton being gay.
Yeah, that's good.
Having the last round. David Beckham incredibly convincingly saying he loves having the lads round at Christmas.
Yeah.
I just want to watch that again. It's just like everyone is really doing their best here. Then David Beckham just comes in. Having the last round.
Having the last round.
I feel like I remember this ad. Sean Bean is in this as well. I feel like I remember this one because everybody was like, it's crazy how many celebrities they got in Marks and Spencer's ad this year.
Yeah. I found a couple of 90s ads that had celebs in, but I feel like the celeb stuff really kicked into gear in like the mid 2000s is when they really started putting an absolute fuckload of celebs in.
I do feel like there was a period in the UK. I remember not seeing celebrities in ads very much because it was sort of like a frowned upon thing to do. And then there was just like, I guess like a tipping point where it was like suddenly nobody cares anymore. I don't even need to show them to you. I just want to highlight a few of my favorites as well. I do think my favorite one that I ended up discovering was the Iron Brew Snowman ad. I don't know if either of you have seen that. Justin, are you familiar with the Snowman, the sort of cartoon? We're walking in the air. It's that. It's pretty much exactly that.
But with Iron Brew.
But the kid has an Iron Brew. And
That's
then
funny.
The snowman wants the Iron Brew and the kid won't give it to him. And so they fly around for a while and then the snowman just sort of like drops him out of the sky because he's so insistent on not giving him the Iron Brew. I was like,
really
that's
funny.
That's good.
I really like that.
And it's basically, I mean, this is probably why I like it. It's just a parody song of We're Walking in the Air, but it's like, I've got my Iron Brew.
Yeah. Right, and it's not so fucking serious. Like that's the tone of these like new style of Christmas ads. It's so soppy and serious and like, yeah, okay, we're advertising something, but we're actually saying something about society right now. And it's like, no, you're not. You're advertising me fucking CDs, bitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do want to just read before we move on completely.
Okay.
While we're talking about this new style of event Christmas ad.
Sure.
We did find out that in 2013, Sainsbury's released a, quote, full film where they asked people to film their Christmas days, and then they made that into a short film that was like 15 minutes long or something, as, I guess, a way of advertising Christmas. And the YouTube description says, and again, this is a Christmas advertisement, warning, contains scenes that may be unsuitable for younger viewers, including animal slaughter and partial nudity.
Cool.
Good Lord.
Holidays.
It made me laugh so much. It's like, bro, you didn't have to go that hard. It's Christmas. Just tell me to buy Quality Street. It's that easy.
Sainsbury's just didn't check what videos that they were getting from the general public. Just sort of shoved that in.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, should we move on and rate and go?
I have a fun little game that I want to play. So let's try and rank the idea of the British Christmas advert on our supermarket themed tier list, with S tier being Waitrose, A being Marks and Spencer, B being Sainsbury's, C Tesco, D Morrison's, E Asda, and F Iceland. Let's start with you, Libby. Where do you think you're going to put the British Christmas advert on our tier list?
Well, so after I said all that stuff about how depressed it makes me, there is that. There is also my perhaps unfounded opinion that American ads are slightly less offensive to me than British ads. I think British ads are, on the whole, much worse than American ads. When they try to be funny, they're not. And I will occasionally take a light smile at an American ad. Maybe never in my life to a British one. I've never been pleased to see a British advertisement.
I would guess, Libby, by the way, that it might be a factor of not seeing your own culture represented back to you, because to me, the charm is off the charts comparing British Christmas commercials to American Christmas commercials.
100%. I'm sure that's it. I just didn't grow up with them.
Yeah.
At least in American ads, you occasionally see someone who's been on like Comedy Bang Bang or something. In fact, last time I was home, I saw an ad for Wayfair, and fucking Gabrus was in it, and I was like, "Look, Lewis's mum, he was on our podcast, so I'm not wasting your son's life." I'm going to put it in Asda. I'm patting my bum and putting it in Asda in my back pocket.
I do. I kind of want to put it in Asda as well, and because there is the aspect of it which is sort of, I don't know. It's nice to watch time pass sometimes. It's nice for there to sort of be something different happening in the world, right? Which means I'm not sort of putting it all the way down in Iceland. It's very hard to defend advertising, generally speaking. And I don't know. It's like even a really good ad, I still think is just inherently evil. So it's difficult for me to put it anywhere else.
Unless we ever get to the point where companies start offering us direct instead of the Acast ad automatically algorithmically placed in, unless we get an email from like Quince or something saying, do you want to advertise our sheets? That is fine.
Yeah, when we get money for it, it's completely okay. And when it supports our friends, then that's fine as well. But yeah, no, it's going to be Asda for me. Justin, have we destroyed something beloved to you?
Really sorry.
I think I would have been Sainsbury's before we began, and I think I'm at Morrison's now. My pleasure in them has been diminished across the board.
Yes.
I'll never see a man slapping his own butt again in the same innocent way I did before we began this video.
I'm so sorry that we had to sort of take away from you the joy that you got from just the sort of absurdity of seeing a man slap his ass and thinking, why is he doing that?
You all opened my eyes. Commercials are about selling stuff. And I think I came on without a clear sight of that. And now I've been turned around. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy to pull the wool out from over your eyes today.
Now for the first time, I see what all this is. Yeah, I feel like all this then has been revealed to me, and all this is just capitalism.
Hey, that's why we do the podcast, mate. That's what this is all about. All right, it's time for Charlotte's game. I thought it would be fun this time, because this has all been about advertising, is we're going to play a round of what I like to call Bonkers Blokes. All right? So instead of Mad Men, it's Bonkers Blokes.
Can I have 30 seconds to run to the restroom? I'm worried I'm going to pee my pants at Bonkers Blokes.
Yes.
Yeah, please don't.
Perfect. That is good. So we're going to play a little game that I like to call Bonkers Blokes. Mm-hmm. So it's not Mad Men. It's Bonkers Blokes, and you will only see this either on the video tier or if Pat decides to make this into a reel. But I did put way too much effort into using Photoshop for this game that most people will only listen to in an audio form. But I did make John Hamm from Mad Men look like he's a bloke and he's got his beer. So the way that this game is going to work, right, is I have either collected or invented some British products, some new British products. And what I want from each of you is ideally a tagline that you would use to. So you're the Bonkers Blokes, and I'm the one with the product. I'm coming to you and I'm saying, do you have an ad for this? Do you have a slogan for this product at the very least, or do you have a concept for how you would advertise it? So with that in mind, let's have a look at our first product, which is the Burberry Bog Roll. Justin, you familiar with the company Burberry?
Yeah.
This is a real fancy ass bog roll, right? As depicted in, again, the photoshopped image that I spent lots of time working on that nobody listening to the podcast can see.
You photoshopped that? I assumed it was like a real thing you'd found.
No. I made this one by myself.
Oh
yep,
my
that's
God.
right. So it's real fancy. We're looking at, I want to say like 20 quid a roll. But it feels amazing on the ass. And then again, the roll has that lovely Burberry pattern on it as well. Libby, how are you selling the Burberry bog roll?
Livery.
That's
me when I wear Burberry. I'm going to just steal something that you said right there, and I'm going to say that the tagline is it's some fancy ass roll because it's fancy for your ass. And I will be selling it exclusively in Selfridges. I think this has to be a Selfridges only product.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to maybe cost even more than 20 quid a roll, but we can talk about that.
Okay, this is good. You're telling me, not only are you telling me that my idea was good already, but you're also saying that the product is even better than I thought it was. I think the Selfridges is right. So fancy ass bog roll. Okay,
fancy ass bog roll, yeah.
That's good. Justin, do you have any pitches for the Burberry bog roll?
Your toilet seat heats itself. Why is your toilet paper still shitty?
Yo!
Ooh.
Because it's...
Because
Yes.
it's toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Okay.
Toilet paper.
Cool. Well, this is good because I was going to mark down Libby for using the word ass, which I don't feel like could go ahead and
spell it arse.
Arse, yeah,
Arse?
but then sort of shitty. I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna give it Justin. I'm gonna give it to you.
Give
on
it
that
to
one.
Justin.
I think
really
that's
nice. Thanks.
That's the go. All right, next product is one big bean. So so we have the Heinz baked beans, but instead of the can with lots of baked beans in, you get just one big bean in it instead.
It looks like something from Bloodborne.
It is crazy. I thought of this idea by myself. I was like, it would be funny for it to be one big bean. I was about to Photoshop it, and then I discovered that someone had actually done it in real life, so I just put that picture in the slideshow, which is crazy. Justin, how would you sell the one big bean to the British public?
Tagline: we're gonna need a bigger toast.
Oh shit!
Holy shit. I always thought, oh yeah, if all this goes tits up, I guess I'll just try and get a job in copywriting. I mean, man, some people are just way ahead of me.
Fuck. All right, Libby, you already got to bring it out there, or you could just say, I don't know. It's okay. Someone else, the best idea has been said.
I've got one.
Okay.
It's going to be something like, don't even try to flick this bean. Because it's too big, so you won't get off flight.
Yeah.
And I think it should include that explanation in the ad.
Little asterisk, yeah.
Too big.
Yeah.
Can't flick it. It's too big.
No, that's really good. But obviously, we wouldn't want people to be flicking the beans already because we want them on the toast.
We want them on the toast.
Sort of a focal point. And Justin did understand
that would be a great use of the BFG. We could bring the BFG in for that from the Christmas adverts.
Yes.
Finally, a bean that I can flick. Want to
all right.
give this one the flickums.
Okay, next up we have the Greg's sausage roll bowl. So this is sort of like the health conscious version of the sausage roll, right? In the same way that you have, the burrito bowl doesn't come with the tortilla wrap. It's just the ingredients of a burrito inside of a bowl. So this is that, but it's a sausage roll. So we're getting rid of the roll from the sausage roll because of all of the nasty, fat and carbohydrate there. And it's just going to be the inside of the sausage roll in a bowl. Libby, how would you sell the Greg's sausage roll bowl?
Okay, first thing, I'm renaming it. It's not sausage roll bowl, it's sausage broll.
That's so good.
Okay, that's good.
I'm saying I'm maybe pitching it with, remember that headline I did in the Daily Mail Real or Fake game with David Roth, and it was about Greg's sales going down because of the fat jab. People on Ozempic, no one wants sausage rolls anymore. So I think I'm maybe doing a kind of like subtle nod to Ozempic in the what's the word, copy. Trying to like recapture our lost fans and say sausage roll, it's good for you.
Well, it's just a lot of meat in a bowl, so probably good for you, right? Justin, can you compete with sausage roll?
You're not ready for this.
Oh!
Ooh. Oh man, I do like the pun, but it is putting focus on the thing that isn't there rather than putting focus on the thing that is, which is the hunk of sausage meat inside of a bowl and nothing else.
You're thinking about bread, and you're thinking, actually, I do like bread. I miss the bread. You're not thinking about how great sausage is.
Let's put some bread on this.
You know what would really make this?
Exactly. Well, we kind of rolled this sucker. Okay, I'm gonna give that one to Libby for sausage roll, I think. But great work.
Love some neologism.
Okay, next up we have just the Concorde is back, and we're just trying to bring the Concorde back. And then we do have a tagline here, which is "We fixed it." So it's we're not gonna have any of the same problems we had with the last Concorde. It's fixed now, and we can bring it back. Justin, how are you selling us on the Concorde?
if Icarus had gotten a second shot, you never know what could have been.
So good.
British Airways.
Oh my god.
Okay, that is good. I do like that. Libby, any thoughts or feelings?
Okay, so the Concorde was fast. It went really fast.
That's right. Yeah.
It went to America. It went to New York. Concorde. Hey, I'm flying here.
Dang, that's good. Sheesh.
Doesn't make any sense.
So
That's good. I would know you're going to New York.
You would know that, and that's one of the destinations that we're thinking about as well.
Blimey, I'm flying here, and then the entire
the whole
journey.
thing.
You
From
know
Blimey
what?
to flying here.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you, Libby. I'm gonna give you that one because at least the focus is not on the fact that it crashed that one time and killed all
I
those
really
people.
am focusing on the negative. I gotta get more uplifting.
All right, next up we have Cadbury toes. So we've had Cadbury fingers, and now it's time for Cadbury toes. And then I did Photoshop a box of Cadbury toes, and there's a chocolate foot.
I mean, that looks
on the
amazing.
front.
I can't believe that you did that.
I just found a picture of someone has made the chocolate foot. And
I rescind my praise.
Thank you, but I did put lots of work in otherwise. Libby, how are you selling Cadbury toes?
Okay, I'm doing a really arty ad. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. It's not an arty ad. It's a sexy ad, and it's just 26 seconds of a really attractive woman holding this Cadbury foot and licking the toes until they start to melt together. And she's just going crazy. She's getting chocolate all around her mouth, and she's making slurping noises and stuff. And then at the end, it just says Cadbury toes.
I mean, sex sells.
That's what I'm
thinking. We know that.
Excellent.
That's right.
I just want the exact box that you have here, Charlotte, and then at the bottom, I wanted to say every purchase is guaranteed confidential. So that way, you don't have to worry about anybody finding out you bought the Cadbury toes. It is absolutely private.
You can only purchase it with anonymous Bitcoin.
It's behind the counter. You have to ask for it.
Yeah.
I'm splitting the point on this one. I think I need to take both of these ideas, put them together, and then this product is going to sell itself.
Yeah.
So that's a draw. Next up, we have Walker's Mystery Flavor A with a big question mark that is, what's this flavor? This is just a real product that Walker's did make at some point. They just sold bags of crisps that just said mystery flavor on it.
I had an Oreo like this.
Well, what was in the Oreo?
It was gingerbread or something. I don't know.
You don't know?
Wasn't very good.
Whose turn is it? Justin, how are you selling the mystery flavor?
You'll buy prawn ones. How much worse could this be?
Fuck, so good.
The thing is, when you focus on the negative, it does make me laugh.
Dang it! You know what?
So
I think I'm still feeling salty from when Christmas adverts were ruined.
Yeah,
for me.
sorry.
I've been turned jaded and cynical.
Yeah, this podcast will do that to you. Livy, got any ideas?
Yeah, it's you ever had brown Windsor soup? Well, it's a lot like that.
Oh, chips.
God. Okay, I'm gonna go, Justin. I'm gonna give you the point on that one because I don't think people will know what brown Windsor soup is. You know,
and famously they don't have soup at all, I guess. So
exactly. Next up, we have the anatomically correct PG Tips monkey.
Oh my God.
So for people who don't know, the tea company PG Tips do just have a mascot who is a sort of like a knitted monkey character. I added the text to this image, but the image of the monkey sort of lying seductively on this wool rug with his private parts blurred out. That's just a real image that I think PG Tips released at some point, or maybe someone added to it. But how are we going to sell this monkey? We made so many of these monkeys, and they're all anatomically correct. How do we get these off the shelves, Libby?
So this was the one, right, where they had Johnny Vegas going, monkey, right?
Yes, that is right.
Okay, all right. So the ad it's a TV spot, and it's the monkey, and he's sitting kind of like this, but he's in a chair, and his legs are splayed, and he looks at the camera and he goes, "Suck me."
Oh, he would say that.
It's this exact ad, the monkey lying exactly like this with its crotch on full display, and at the bottom it just says "Go bananas."
Fuck! I'm so sorry, Libby. Yours was really good, but I am going to give that one to Justin. I'm sorry so many of these are sexy. Next up, we have the adult dandy. And then we have a picture of Desperate Dan here from the Dandy comic. And he just says, I'm going to get my cock out.
The little snake.
Just to know you. And then the snake is good as well. How are you going to sell the adult
What
dandy?
am I going to add to I'm going to get my cock out that doesn't, it sells itself, Charlotte. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. I mean, I don't know how much better this guy could be selling himself.
It is a promise. All right. Justin's saying.
I guess it's just a smaller guy in the corner of that says it's true. I don't.
It's true.
Okay,
I
no,
looked and it's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Libby, any ideas?
I'm going to sell this with a sort of like one of those horrible TikTok campaigns where it's like clear, they're not disclosing that they've been paid by the company a lot. And it's going to be like some unbelievably attractive 23-year-old kind of like conspiratorially whispering to the camera. And she's going to be like, have you guys seen the adult dandy? And then she goes like, oh, and then she's like, he gets his fucking cock out.
Wow. Libby, I didn't hear anything you said after TikTok, but the moment you brought up TikTok, I was like, the point's to Libby because you understand. You understand the youth. You understand what the youth and what they want, and we need more of that at the company. Okay, last one is Bovril deodorant. This was a personal favorite. Libby, how are you selling Bovril deodorant?
Okay. This is tough because, as a reminder, Bovril is a sort of meat paste that people make into a drink, or is it a drink? It's a drink.
I think it's a drink.
Yeah, it's a meat drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so Bovril deodorant, you would smell like old man.
Mm-hmm.
Smell like an old man at the pub.
I mean, maybe someone wants to smell like that. I guess that's probably who we're sort of targeting this product towards, if I think about it.
Yeah.
Justin?
Wait, no, I've got it.
Oh.
Yeah, go.
It's okay, Libby.
Talk about the meat sweats.
Talk about the meat sweats.
Meat sweats is really good. Yeah, the best I had was like meat your new obsession, but like MEAT. But like meat sweats is like such a slam dunk. We have to go with that. I honestly I give the point to Libby. I don't know, Charlotte, if that's like I don't want to get out of I would like to give the point to Libby.
Sorry, Libby did say meat sweats like after her time was over when we had moved on to Justin, unfortunately.
Meat sweats.
Okay, you said meat sweats. Okay, you're happy to Justin has stolen meat sweats.
Justin has the point. Yes.
And that means it is a draw. You're both just as good at advertising.
Yay.
You're equally bonkers blokes. So congratulations. All right. That was the episode of our podcast that was slightly Christmassy. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Justin, would you like to promote yourself in this moment?
Yes, actually, I do. I never have something to actually promote, but we did a holiday special for our holiday candle nights. We recorded it live in my hometown, Huntington, West Virginia, just a couple nights ago on Saturday, and it was a huge success. It was really fun. We got lots of guests, and there's games and skits. We have a game I think that would slot in really well here called What the Smell, where we had to smell different things and then identify the smells live on stage. It was quite a thing. But you can watch that on demand if you go to bit.ly/Candle Nights 2025. You can get a virtual ticket to watch that when it goes live December 19th at 9 p.m. When will this be?
This will be
live.
Before that.
Oh, great. So you can go get your tickets right now, and then we'll be live in the chat at 9 p.m. watching that. And all of the proceeds for that go to Harmony House, which is a shelter for people experiencing homelessness here in Huntington, West Virginia, where I live. So it's a great cause, and it was a great show, and it was a lot of fun. And that's well worth checking out if you want something to watch for the holidays.
And definitely worth supporting the people of the town who all hate Jamie Oliver as well.
Yes.
That is good.
Do you know for 2 years there was a big building downtown that just said Jamie's Kitchen?
Yeah.
He
He tried to put one in near Westwood near UCLA, and we would see him in there on the phone, and then he just fucking disappeared because I guess he was like, "Why are we doing this in LA?" I hate that fucker.
People, and there's like what is actually funny is that there's this generation of kids here in Huntington who for about a year they did change the school lunches, and every kid knew who they hated for messing up school lunches. So there's everybody in Huntington who went to school in that period is like, actually, fuck Jamie Oliver, because I had to eat like bean sprouts for a year because of that guy.
Yeah.
Twat.
Can't wait to do our Jamie Oliver episode. That will have to happen at some point. All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening. You can follow us at What's All This Pod on Blue Sky and Instagram. Send us an email to What's All This Post at gmail.com as well if you've got an idea for a British thought. And do support us as well on Patreon. It's patreon.com/What's All This Then. You can listen to bonus episodes. And once again, I'm going to flag the fact that later this week, we will be having the What's All This Then Christmas party. That one will drop on Christmas Day. If you want to join me and Libby and producer Pat for some Christmas hijinks, do that. That's the end of the episode. Goodbye.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's all this then? What's all this then? What's Mr. B? What's a cup of tea? What's mushy pea? What's the big C? What's all this then?